We know that you were the first. You were the one who chased the ice and made it right. I didn't chase anything, you say, smiling. I just happened along after the ice had had enough. No heroics there. Just me looking for a wee bit peace and quiet as usual. But tell your story your way, Mochri. Sorry for interrupting. I should explain that Mochri means my darling, my heart, in Gaelic. Downy birches are very affectionate, but prefer to express such matters in our native tongue. Thank you, I say. You went ahead to get things ready for us all, transforming the scarred and frozen wasteland into the shelter of home. You made sure that the soft and shady, the fragrant and light dappled, the ripe and belly-filling were all there, set down, raised up, radiated and drawn in close by you. Then, the fluttering and the tickling ones, the deep sinkers and the stargazers could all find what they needed in the safety of your gently shining, vigilant embrace. They call you pioneer. Now that's a good word. Surely even you are secretly tickled by that. You shrug, but I sense a faint wee smile. You made our first and most lasting home, and in so many almost inexpressible ways, home is always you. You were the first roots we all shared. All those who gliding, crawling, trotting, sprouting, burrowing, trudging or slithering, were drawn to the gentle palace you had shimmered into existence with your presence. Our bond with you is the common language we lack. Though we no longer know each other as kin, and we no longer respect the deep ties of neighbourhood and community, we all have you in our hearts, the unmistakable glow of home. If only we remembered how to know that about each other. Ah yes, we would say to one another. We all came here for the same reason, to cosy up with Downy Birch, the one who came first and got it ready for us. Good move. Fab here, isn't it? Sorry to interrupt again when I said I wouldn't, you say, trying to mask your exasperation with a kindly twinkle. But I just wanted to point out that it's actually just your lot that have forgotten. All the crawlers, sprouters and gliders, as you call them, do have those conversations, and definitely know each other as kin and neighbours. I hear all their chatter and gossip from where I'm standing. They're really big on manners too, and thank me for all sorts of stuff that I just turn a deaf ear to. But you lot, well, you sometimes stand in dreamy-eyed silence listening to their conversations, but you don't remember what any of it means, and you don't remember that you should be part of it. Anyway, sorry, I just thought I should point that out. Carry on, Mochri. Thank you again, I say. As all lovers of Land's End and John O'Groats know well, firstness is also lastness. You were first, but you're also there at the outer limit, the last one marking the boundary of home, the edge of okay. You're there being the okay for us all, seemingly undaunted by the fierce bleakness beyond. Shining, soothing sentinels of safety that you are. You make it look easy. Your slender, sweeping gracefulness disguising broad shoulders that carry us all and shelter us when we need to hide, recovering and regenerating after too much gadding about. Your bending outer delicacy belies a mighty, satin-strong core. No fragility at your centre. Oh my goodness, no. Your deep heartwood is more than equal to the pounding ordeals on the path of your choosing. You've told me before to spare you the melodrama, that I can't wax lyrical about your courage when it isn't courage. You can't be brave if you're not scared in the first place, you've said, and doing what you do doesn't frighten you. You've said before that if you had to put your finger on it, you'd say that the trick to not being scared, apart from just actually not being scared, is in not overthinking things and not insisting on guarantees of good outcomes before doing anything. To just know that whatever happens, you'll cope. You've said that the thing to do is just to go where you know you'll find headspace. Even if that means going the bleak and eerie way that you know the chattering, sun-seeking extroverts. Now, I know you're talking about the beeches and the sycamores, but I say nothing. Where was I? The way that the chattering, sun-seeking extroverts won't venture along. And so there you are, with your headspace and your acceptance of whatever, quietly making it fine for everyone else. Being the okay for us, shining at the edge and keeping us safe in your effortless confidence. At this point, I think, but out of love and respect don't say out loud, that there's a certain amount of bluff and bravado in your nonchalance. I know that as trees go, you don't stay for long. Maybe, just maybe, the sheer effort of being first and last has the life-shortening effect of the proverbial candle burning at both ends. Or perhaps the exertion of making a home for us, like the crane mother plucking a nest for her precious young from her own feathers, prematurely takes you and drains the life force from you. Since we've known you, since you chased the ice and built our home and welcomed us in, we've unapologetically needed you. As you've already pointed out, some of those who've needed you have known how to say thank you. They've brought you secret treasures, feasted on those who would harm you, carried your babies to safe places, lain at your feet for their forever sleep, and asked to become part of you. In the beginning, I think, we all lived our gratitude, even us. But my kind have stopped doing that, or even knowing they should. We came to need you ungratefully and unconsciously, breaking your body to shelter, laugh and luxuriate within, most often without even remembering that this was your body. Forgetting that the sweet sap we use to perfume our hair or to warm our drunken bellies, or that the wooden objects we hold in our hands or fashion into platforms to sprawl on as we snore ourselves back to sobriety, held safely aloft off the cold ground, is you, is your flesh. And certainly we give nothing in return, or fight for you when the chainsaws of our desires come for you. In our greed for you, and our unknowing destruction of you, the shining edge of okay has in so many places become just an edge. We've scooped out the magical heart of the forest home you made, a symphony with only the opening and closing chords remaining. Of course, to those who've never heard the whole piece, perhaps those few chords are all the beauty they can imagine, so they don't clamour for what is lost. But to an audience that has heard and loved the rapturous symphony in all its glory, in dreams or in the flesh, this will never do. And they will fight for you. We will fight for you. And, touched by the intensity of our pure, desperate frenzy, there will be others who remember to hear and see and smell and taste and feel the true shimmer of home, glinting in the dimness of the woods and the overcast fringes of the moors. And you'll get quietly back to the job, outwardly matter-of-fact, but secretly pleased, shining us home at the edge of OK, and knowing we've remembered at last.